Good morning, children. Today, in history, we are going to continue the same chapter, that is Socialism in Europe and Russian Revolution. Children, let's recall what is Russian Revolution. The Russian Revolution is the collective term for the series of revolution in Russia in 1905 to 1917, which destroyed the Tsarist autocracy and led to the creation of Soviet Union. Now children, today we will start with the First World War and Russian Revolution. Children, First World War took place between 1914 to 1918. In 1914, the war broke out between two European alliances, that is Central Power and Allied Powers. Children, Germany, Austria and Turkey were the Central Powers, and France, Britain and Russia, later Italy and Romania and USA has also joined, were in the Allied Powers. Each country had a global empire and the war was fought outside Europe as well as in Europe. That is why it is also known as First World War. Children, Tsar Nicholas II had participated in the war without consulting the Duma. Initially, the war was popular in Russia and the people supported Tsar Nicholas, but later on, the Tsar had decided to take the command of Russian army into his own hand, so he left his court and went to the battlefield. As the war was on, he refused to consult the main parties in Duma. Slowly, he started losing the support. And by this time, anti-German sentiment ran high, which we can see in the renaming of St. Petersburg, a German name, as Petrograd. That means the name of the St. Petersburg was changed and renamed as a Petrograd. Anti-German sentiments became very strong because Tsarina Alexander, the wife of Nicholas II, she was German origin, and her advisor Rasputin's influence on the Russian Empire made the autocracy unpopular. Russia gained some success at the beginning of the war but lost badly in Germany and Austria between 1914 and 1916. The First World War on the Eastern Front differed from that on the Western Front. In the West, army fought from the trenches along east entrance. In the East, army proposed a good deal and fought battle, leaving large casualties. Russia's army lost badly in Germany and Austria. There were over 7 million casualties by 1917. Children, when they were retreating, the Russian army destroyed crops and buildings to prevent the entry from being able to live off the land. The destruction of crops and building led to over 3 million refugees in Russia. The situation discredited the government and the soldiers did not wish to fight such a war. Children, once again I am repeating this. Listen it very carefully. The Russian army lost severely in Austria and Germany between 1914 to 1916. Hence, when they were coming back, they damaged the crop, destroyed the building to abstract the enemy from being able to live off the ground. Children, the war had a severe impact on industry. Russia had a few industry at that time, and the country was cut off from the other suppliers of industrial goods by German because they have controlled the Baltic Sea. Industrial equipments disintegrated more rapidly in Russia than elsewhere in Europe. Children, by 1916, railway lines began to break down. Able-bodied men were called up to the war. As a result, there were labor shortage and small workshops producing essential were shut down because there were no laborers left to do the work in the workshops. They all were called upon for the war. Large supplies of grains were sent to feed the army. That means because of war, there was a scarcity of food for the people in the cities. Bread and flour became scarce, and by the winter of 1916, riots at the bread shop were very common. Now, the February Revolution in Petrograd. In the winters of 1917, conditions in capital Petrograd were grim. The food shortage were deeply felt in the workers' quarter. The winter was very cold. There had been exceptional frost and heavy snow. Children, the layout of the city seemed to emphasize the division among the people. On the right bank of the river Neva, workers' quarters and factories were located, and on the left were the fashionable areas, the Winter Palace, the official buildings, including the palace where the Duma met. Children, because of all these situations, on 22nd February, a lockout took place at a factory on the right bank. The next day, workers in 50 factories called a strike in sympathy. In many factories, women led the way to strike. Children, this came to be called as a International Women's Day. Now children, what happened? When the demonstrators or the demonstrating workers crossed from the factory quarters to the center of the capital, at this stage, till now, no political party was actively organizing the movement. That means this struggle was the struggle of the factory workers. As the fashionable quarters and the official buildings were surrounded by the workers, the government imposed curfew. Demonstrators disappeared by the evening, but they came back on the 24th and 25th. The government called out the cavalry and police to keep an eye on them. On Sunday, 25th February, the government suspended the Duma. The people were out with force once again. On 27th, the police headquarters were ransacked. That means they started attacking, damaging, destroying the police headquarters. Workers demonstrated in the street, raising the slogan about bread, wages, and democracy. Children, the government tried to control the situation and called out the cavalry once again. But do you know, children, what happened? They refused to fire on the demonstrators. An officer was shot at the barrack of regiment, and the three other regiment mutinied against and joined the striking workers. The cavalry soldiers joined the workers and jointly formed the Soviet or council in the same building as the Duma. Duma met. This was Petrograd Soviet. Now, children, what happened the next? The very next day, a delegation went to see Tsar. Military commanders advised him to abdicate. He followed their advice and abdicated on 2nd March. Children, he was not left with any other alternate, so he had given up and accepted the provisional government. Children, Soviet leaders and Duma leaders formed a provisional government to run the country. Russia's future would be decided by a constituent assembly elected on the basis of universal adult suffrage. Petrograd had led the February Revolution that brought down the monarchy in February 1917. Children, once again I am repeating the February Revolution. Just see the sequence of the February Revolution. On 22nd, lockout took place at a factory on the right bank. 23rd February, many factories, women lead the way to strike. This came to be called as a International Women's Day. 25th February, Duma was suspended. On 2nd March, the ruler was abdicated. Children, February Revolution brought down the monarchy and formed the provisional government. That's all for today, children. Thank you and have a nice day.